Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. It is Sunday, June 13th, I think. I'm not even going to look. Matter of fact, I can't look. I don't even have my phone. They're running 1 unit of water. I'm going to check. Sorry. I've been wanting to check the water temp. 49.4 degrees. So that is, not sure what it is coming out of the dam. After being gone 2 weeks, I was really curious how warm the water had gotten. And, so it's come up 5 degrees or so, but then that's, we're 5 miles from the dam, so that's, the water's warmed up a little bit. Levi just got in and said that they did really good up below the dam, throwing a black and white. And I didn't ask him what size jig, probably 16th, black and white jig. Had caught some nice fish up around Trophy Run, and he also did real good through the narrows. Of course, they're catching fish on scuds up there too, drifting them on the bottom. And night crawlers down through this area. I'm up around the bend from the resort, and no fog. I think it's a lot less humidity today after that mini front that went through last night. Still got up around 90 today, but it's a lot more pleasant tonight with no fog. I'm going to throw a 32nd ounce sculpin and ginger jig with a sculpin head. I've got 2-pound line. I know that they stocked 2 days ago in this area. Dumped couple loads of fish in, so I know fishing off the dock's been good, and probably this area, we'll find out, I guess. I have to get the feel for fishing here again after I fished a little bit while I was in Alaska. Been working on some videos this afternoon. I never can shoot the quality of videos that I'd like to up there. It's hard. Several reasons why. Seems like I can't take the right equipment up. I've got GoPros up there, but the boats are a little different. There's no place really to mount the camera, and there's no trolling motors. No fish on the first cast. There's no trolling motors on the boats. So you're just kind of drifting down and kind of at the mercy of the current and the wind and everything else. They do get off and do quite a bit of wading. I'm on the Neck River. It's N-A-K River in southwest Alaska. I was up there primarily doing some building and some cleaning up and just common repair, putting boats in. They have to pull their docks out every year because of the ice in the river. So it's a big chore getting ready. Stay at Neck River Camp. It's owned by the Johnsons. And they have a very, very full season this year. since a lot of people didn't get to go last year. It's a nice, healthy fish. Tighten the drag a little bit. He is not a stalker. He was at one time, but he's been in the lake for a little bit. The Naknek River has a very large salmon run. One of the largest in the world. They're known for their sockeye salmon. They have a fair king run and a fair silver run. They also get pinks and chum. They get a lot of sockeye. And they will start running here in another 2 weeks or so. The report is that they're going to come in a little bit early this year. The water's colder in the ocean. They said when it's colder, they'll come in earlier. It's also known for its rainbow fishery. It's an awesome rainbow fishery. Sporting a lot of 30-inch rainbows. Clients at the camp got a couple on opening day on the 8th and a couple on the 9th. I caught a 25 and a 26-inch rainbow, and I fished with my jigs. They really like the black and purple. The river's got leeches. It's got sculpins. It has lamprey. And then what the rainbows are really after right now are little baby salmon that are migrating from the lake, from the Naknek Lake, the ones that were hatched last summer, and they'll be moving out to the ocean all summer. I just had a bump. And they're just bite size for those rainbows, and they pretty much attack them all the way down the upper river. But I threw 4-pound line, 1/8 ounce jig, purple and black. The second day I caught a lot of rainbows. Nothing too big. I think the biggest was around 23 inches. But it was a lot of fun. And the rest of the time I was working up there. They do close the river for most of the month of April, all of May, up until June 8th. When they open the river back up, they allow those rainbows to spawn without being harassed by the fishermen. You still can fish. You got to go above the boundary. There's a couple of signs on both sides of the river, and they call above the signs the lake and below the signs the river. And there's some rainbows up there that you can catch before the season opens. Went up there one afternoon and caught one and hooked another, and didn't do very good. The wind was blowing pretty good and blowing us all over the place. But like I said, I've got some videos that I was going to post on YouTube, probably not Facebook. Here this evening and tomorrow. If you want to go up to Alaska, Jim, the Johnsons have, a real Great setup up there. Their guides really know how to catch fish. They have cabins. What you got to do is you fly into Anchorage, and you got to take another jet or prop over to King Salmon. It's southwest of Anchorage, about 300 miles. And it costs just about as much to get to Anchorage as it does to get over to King Salmon. I flew Alaska Air all the way. But you're not going to be able to find anything up there this year. You're going to have to book for next summer. And I believe Jim gets about $4,000. And that's all inclusive. Guides, food, lodging. License is about $100. And the cool thing about Jim's operation and what he offers is he takes people across the lake, and he's got a couple boats that go across the lake. It's about a 35-mile run, and they go to Brooks River. And Brooks is the place where you see a lot of bears. Some guys went over on the 8th, and they said they saw a few bears. The bears are really not out and about too much around the water. There's not much successful fishing for a bear going on right now. They really get going when the salmon come in. And but Brooks River itself is a couple miles long between Brooks Lake and the Naknek. And it's a really nice little stream full of rainbows. It's got some grayling in it, a few char. But that is included in the week stay. Is you can boat over there and fish the Brooks River. They've got other places off the lake that they boat to. Margot Creek, and Ida Vane Creek. These are just small streams that are full of fish. A lot of places you stay, you got to take a plane to any of these places. It's another couple $100, $300, $400 to do those flyouts. But you can do those from Jim's place too. Well, there's a few fish down through here. I actually thought I'd catch more fish. They do fly fish primarily at Jim's place, but they do offer some spin fishing too. They throw big spinners for the kings and the silvers. They will supply equipment, but they prefer you bring your own. They don't supply waders or, any of your clothing. Oh, there was a bump. Missed him. Well, I'll be darned. He chased it and hit it on the way in. It's probably one that you just put in. Fresh stocker, they usually chase like that, and he's gone. I thought I was getting a few bites on that cast. There's Steve Dickey coming in from his evening trip. But I didn't see any bears. Saw a lot of eagles. Did see some fox, and I saw, what else did I see? Did I see an otter? There's an otter that lives under one of the buildings. But I did not go to Brooks, and there weren't any bears on the river that I saw. Some of the guys saw one downstream from Neck River Camp. They also saw a moose and a calf. Same day. We'll throw it a couple more times. There, a guy just caught one off the dock. So they're catching them off the dock. It's been pretty good. I think I'm on a stick. This will be my last cast. Oh, I just missed one. See if he comes back. It's one thing about those rainbows up there. If I'd get a bite, they'd stay on it till they, here's that stick again. They'd stay on it till they hooked themselves. If I got a bite, I was ready for the next one. I had to cast again because of the stick. Missed one. All right. Might have to bleep out some of that language. Thanks for watching. It's good to be back. We'll see you tomorrow.